Thank you very much, Martin, for the introduction. So concerning the city of Salzburg, so my name is Karl. I'm coming from Salzburg Research, which is a subsidiary of the federal state of Salzburg, which is also the implementing body of the CRTS deployment in Salzburg. So let me start first to give you some ideas on the objectives why the federal state of Salzburg decided to implement CRTS. So there are basically three main objectives. The first is so a direct communication channel to the road users. So if there's an information like on roadworks, like for instance on closed roads and so on, so this would be an information which should be communicated directly to the vehicles. That's the first objective. The second is also to have a direct communication channel between the infrastructure and the vehicles. We heard also from Hamburg, so for public transport vehicles, which could be prioritized, but also for emergency vehicles, for instance. So this is also one of the main objectives, to have this direct communication channel. And last but not least, also to in the other way around, to get the direct access to vehicle data. So to use this data also for traffic data analysis, but also for improving or testing some traffic measures. So the CRTS implementation in Salzburg, so it's mainly in the city of Salzburg, but also in the federal state along the motorway A10, as you see on the map here. So the implementation body is the federal state of Salzburg. So we as Salzburg Research, we are coordinating the deployment, and also we are having the technical expertise, and also during the procurement of the roadside stations and of the vehicle CRTS stations. And the contractors coming out from the procurement where Karl Trafficom also gave us software for the connection to the city traffic system, and consider it for vehicle and roadside ITS stations. So to give you an impression of some of the roadside ITS installations in the city of Salzburg, so we selected some prior intersections where these are located mainly, and also partly connected to the traffic system. So right now there are 30 roadside ITS stations in operation, and to give you some impressions on what data is transferred there. So per day we are receiving 750,000 CAN messages from vehicle being active in the city and driving through the city, and we are also processing 7,500 denim messages per day. Coming from the vehicles, but also sending out roadworks warning, and also, for instance, the emergency vehicles that are equipped with CRTS stations. We implemented some of the day one use cases, and these are the use cases where the federal state said, well, that makes sense for us. We are willing to test them. So this is road vehicle data, as I said already. This is roadworks warning. Also, one of the more interesting use cases here is winter maintenance, which is interested for the vehicles. It is signalized intersections with the signal phase and timing information, but also with traffic light prioritization. It is the information in vehicle signage with traffic signs and free text, and also the hazardous location notification, emergency vehicle approaching, and emergency vehicle intervention. We'll show you now three of the use cases which we have realized. So roadworks warning, you see on the left side one of the roadworks in the city of Salzburg, and on the upper part the denim message which was sent out and received by one of the test devices. A lane closure event in this case, so which is representing the roadworks event, and is used to inform the drivers about the roadworks. On the right, you see two of the winter maintenance vehicle of the federal state. They are equipped also with the onboard units, and are sending out Daniel messages with slow vehicle. There's 2 scenarios. If the vehicle is salting, then this is also sent out via subcourse code. And also the scenario 2 is the snowplow is in action, then this is also an own subcourse code also for informing the drivers. This is working quite well, and is of course only relevant for the winter season, which is coming in the next couple of months. So also one of the interesting use cases we realized are 3 vehicles of the Red Cross in Salzburg being equipped with the CIT1 devices from Considerate. And so the interesting thing, and what you see on the video in the left bottom here, is that it's also, these devices are registered with the Volkswagen PKI, and so the messages are directly integrated by Volkswagen vehicles, which you see here. So you see here emergency vehicle approaching from behind, and then you see here the emergency vehicle. So this is directly in the vehicles. So with 100 meters, 50 meters, and then the emergency light here, which works very well. And this is in productive operation with 3 vehicles in all of the city. And the last uses I wanted to show you. So this is also one of a roadwork here going on. And so the federal state wanted to use 2 roadside units located before and after the roadworks warning. And so were used for collecting CAN messages and integrating these CAN messages and getting information about the delays there, about the speed levels. And so what you see here are the speed levels dropping here because of the roadworks. You see also the delay times here, so in seconds and during one day. And you see also some visualization of this, where these delay times occurred during this roadworks one. Okay, so this was from my side, and well, questions are welcome, of course.